Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Etheria restart video, and we've got the Animus PVs out for the two new Etheria restart characters dropping next week. Now, I have not seen these videos yet. They literally just dropped, so you're going to be watching them for the first time, maybe, with me here, and we'll do a little bit of a live reaction. Okay, we're going to start with the girl. These videos are from the official Twitter, by the way, so let's check the volumes here. Volume looks pretty good on both ends. I can hear it, but I don't think I'm getting feedback. Perfect. Let's see what our girl name, Nymphonil. Let's see what old Nymphonil can do here. So she's going to give attack up to your allies. Okay. Immunity and a shield. So she's a support character.
Her skill 2 can equalize all allies
right.
and provides healing. She significantly boosts the team's survivability.
Hold on, wait. Spacebar doesn't pause it. She heals, shields, boosts attack, and gives like immunity. It looks like she's going to do a lot of things, and they mentioned that she's going to be like really good for, or these characters are going to be really good for Ringo. We'll see. She significantly boosts the team survivability. All right, well, let's see what she does. They'll go over her skills one at a time, I imagine.
Unique advantage in high difficulty.
Also known as Rengokutsu, a unique advantage in high difficulty situations. So an end-game PVE support character. All right.
Deals damage to a single enemy with a chance to apply increased resistance for 2 turns.
Increased resistance. So wait, let's watch that again. Does she give resist to herself?
Deals damage to a single enemy with a chance to apply increased resistance for 2 turns. Skill 2.
I'm guessing she gives herself increased resistance.
HP evenly, then heals the entire party.
Okay, so she let's watch that again because this looks a little bit like Valerian. So hold on. Redistributes all allies HP evenly. That's what Valerian does.
Then heals the entire party.
But this one has a heal attached to it. Okay. Her ult.
Rhyme Bloom for 2 turns and immunity for 1 turn to all allies. Effects on.
Yeah, okay, immediately she has use in PvP. Like, it depends on her speed, and a lot of this character is going to depend on her speed. But if this is a shield with immunity and attack up, she will have uses in PvP. Not sure where she fits in with like the current meta because attack up isn't necessarily the best thing in the world for bruisers, but they're going to be adjusting bruisers anyway. The immunity, like AoE immunity with a shield, is nuts. I mean, like that by itself is really good. So I do think she has PvP uses outside of the high-end PvE that they're advertising her for. Let's continue.
Would last 1 additional turn.
Okay, 1 additional turn on primary.
Is a special shield that can absorb damage equal to its value and increases attack.
Don't all shields absorb damage equal to their value? I feel like most of those do that, but okay. But it also gives attack while it's active. All right. Okay, so a mix of like Hellkid and Valerian with attack steroid attached. It feels like a mix of Hellkid and Valerian to me. Like that feels like that's probably what's going on right there. Okay, so there's Nymphonil. Definitely made to be like high-end support character, but also high-end PvE support character. Looks like she'll be useful in PvP as well. It has like a early turn. I want my like kind of somebody to ensure your team gets turns, but without like speed boosting or like turn meter manipulation on there. Not sure what that looks like at the in-game PvP, but they did assure us the in-game PvE is where these characters were going to shine. Okay, now let's look at the dude here. Umbrella. Okay, I thought it was an umbrella. It's a flag. Good, that's better.
Is a high output damage dealer whose effectiveness scales with the number of debuffs on enemies.
Okay, immediately. Her high output damage dealer that scales with debuffs on the enemies. Is this the first guy who's going to like be a specialty character that is made for the like gear set that does exactly that? Maybe so. And if that's right, like if those both like stack together and it's insane, he could blow things up. Like, okay, I see what they're going for here, I think.
Increases damage based on the types of debuffs afflicting targets, while his ultimate applies group vulnerability and
group vulnerability.
Massive strike prep increase on critical hits.
So, okay, you got group immunity and group vulnerability with these two guys, with these two new characters.
Debuff durations on crit. He can unleash.
Oh my gosh. extending debuff durations on crit. This is huge for PVE. Huge for PVE.
Devastating group damage in quick succession. Synergizes
All right, let's see what he's got.
exceptionally well with all allies who apply multiple debuffs. Skill 1 deals damage to a single enemy with a chance to inflict anti-heal. Exclusive passive. For each unique debuff on the target, Batsby's damage dealt increases. Skill 2.
Okay, now I think how that reads, again, like I wish they just showed us the skills. It'd be easier to break it down. But I believe what that says is his skill. Okay, let's watch it again. He's going to turn, I don't need to watch it again. He'll do anti-healing with the hit. And then there's a passive that just increases his damage based on unique debuffs on the enemy. I think those are two separate things, which is important because that means that passive will apply to his whole kit. I believe that's how that reads.
Deals damage to all enemies.
Okay, AoE attack with skill 2. So his skill 2 is the... Okay, that's really important. That's really important. His skill 2 is the one that increases the debuff duration. If it was skill 3, it might happen too early. You definitely want your team to be able to like apply all the debuffs, then rotate into his skill 2 so he can extend them. Similarly to like a Ling Luo, who like gives your team a turn to like apply buffs to your team, with her skill 3 being like a heal that gives immunity. Then her skill 2, boosts the duration. He's like opposite of her in a way. All right. He applies vulnerability. That's big. 2 turns.
Grants Batsby a strike prep increase.
Oh my. So he boosts his own turn meter, applies vulnerable. Yeah. Okay. So that's our guys right there. That's our 2 new characters. I'm going to let this run in the background, give my kind of final thoughts. All right. I can see what they're going for here when they said that these were going to be in-game PvE characters. I get it. I think the girl, like, now look, his damage might be so crazy, and like his ability to like boost his turn meter, Ling Luo, not Ling Luo, the girl we all get for free, Fire Phoenix girl, she can also boost her own turn meter. She actually steals it from the enemy. So we've seen somebody be able to do that before with an AoE attack. I wonder what he will be like in PvP. If his damage is high enough, he'll be useful, right? And he can boost his own turn meter. The debuff extending is nice. They definitely do seem tailor-made for in-game PvE, specifically in-game PvE with this guy, where you're going to be stacking debuffs, which is most of it, right? Like most in-game PvE, you are debuffing the hell out of the bosses. So there's the kit previews. I wish, again, they gave us the full kit, but we don't get that, so we have to deal with this. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.